Hi, you're watching the Fisher Film Crew with me, Billy, and I'm sat here today with stalwart of Fisher FC's defence, Sam Fitzgerald. Sam, you recently made your 75th appearance for the club. That's quite a big number. Not a lot of players at this or any level get to that amount of appearances for any one club. How do you feel about that number?
Yeah, I feel good. It's proud to hit 75. Bit of a shame it's not higher actually, because obviously I've been here. I think it's my fourth year now, but I've had 2 seasons called off because of COVID. So I feel like it could have been a bit higher, but I mean our FA Cup runs helped boost it a little bit this year with the 8 games in that. But no, yeah, I mean it's great to hit that number. I want to hit 100 as well before the end of the season. So yeah.
Well, fingers crossed we manage that. Thinking across the 76 appearances now. Are there any stick out as particularly memorable ones for you?
Positively, yeah. Obviously both Welling ties were fantastic. Sittingbourne away, Sutton Common Rovers away. Sheppey here on the Tuesday night. It's not often I score, let alone 2 in one game with my left foot. Although a couple of boys will say it was shin, not foot. 2 in Mitcham in my first season here was fantastic as well, in the Cray Wanderers game. Yeah, it's a lot of positives to be honest. And I mean, the important thing now is getting a bit of run of form in the league, because I think every single one bar one is a cup game, and the only league game that I've said there is memorable is the Sheppey one. So hopefully we hit the ground running today and can really kick our season off, because I don't think where we are in the league, I doesn't think represents what we want to be achieving as a team. So
yeah, absolutely. I mean that Sheppey game that really sticks out when I think back to last season. I mean, I think by the end of last season you were, I mean, maybe this reflects on our goal scoring in general, but I think you were about 4th top goal scorer and I think if you look at the current league stats, I think you might be joint top scorer on the grounds that no, I don't think anyone scored more than one. Where on that chart do you want to rank at the end of the season?
If I could hit 4 or 5, I'd be more than happy with that, but I'm more concerned with the other end of the pitch, to be honest. The more we can keep clean sheets, like myself and Sammy and Joe and Prince and Luke, give our boys up front the plaudits and the glory. Yeah, we'll just do the dirty work at the back and keep the clean sheets coming so we can get some points on the board.
Well, I think everyone's been quite impressed with the way you managed to do it during the FA Cup run, and that must be satisfying as well. Just because I was thinking about how across the season just gone, I think the stat is something like we used about 57 players, and you were kind of one of the constants in that that turnover of players. What's that been like as a challenge to sort of stay consistent when so much has changed around you?
It can be difficult. I think my first year here we got a bit unlucky with injuries over the first couple of years, so I ended up having like 4 or 5 centre-back partners. But over the last sort of 18 months, having Joe playing regularly with you, it helps build up an understanding. There's a lot of stuff that, I mean, both of us have come quite a long way and developed a lot. Joe especially has been fantastic this season. But you build up that understanding. You don't need to talk as much sometimes, because you just know where each other are going to be, how to cover each other. And Prince has been brilliant as well. Prince come in, I think, halfway into the season last year, and he's a character to say the least. And he's great to have around, and he's been absolutely superb wherever he's played. I mean, he's kind of made that left back position his own. He's played there out of necessity and just has looked comfortable the whole time. So having that consistency has really helped. I think, I mean, the first couple of years we had a lot of players in and out. We had a few injuries. I know Miles has been out a bit, Darnell. So we have to cover the gaps. But this year we've had a smaller squad right throughout pre-season as well, and it's really, I think that helped galvanise us as a unit and help us to dig in the tough games and sort of have that run we've had in the Cup. I mean, the Cup run was fantastic, but I think it has been detrimental to the league form, because I think we played something ridiculous, like 17 games already, and a lot of other clubs are only pushing sort of double digits now. So I think that when you come to the Tuesday night games and it's your 5th in 2 weeks, sometimes you get bested, because you think if I had that extra bit of rest, that 2 games less played, you would have had that extra 10% in you to just maybe get a toe on something here or finish something up the other end instead of just falling a bit short. But we've got a good squad, and it's just a case now of trying to get some points on the board and being consistent there as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was thinking about the schedule we've had, and Imagine if Jurgen Klopp was given that schedule, how insufferable he'd be. Off the pitch, all the Fisher supporters know that there's two Fitzgeralds regularly here. Sometimes it feels like people's relationship with sports is often channeled through their relationships with often their father, sometimes their mother. That must be nice to have the support regularly there.
Yeah, no, of course. I mean, my mum and dad both come down. My fiance comes down. I mean, her sister and her partner come down. My mates come down when we've got the bigger games, and not a lot of them are interested in football, to be honest. So, yeah, it's great to have that support. And I mean, even today we've got Malachi, Christian, and bringing their other halves down and things like that. So it's great to have that sort of that family feel around the club, and even with the fans, there's so much sort of diversity across the fan base and inclusivity, and everyone's accepted here. And it's I mean, in the 2 or 3 years I've been here, we've seen the average crowds increased, and you can really feel it on the pitch, and it's really something that adds that extra element to playing for a club like Fisher. I mean, the turnout we get and the diversity and the type of people we get down, it's great, because it's great to see that everyone's welcome, everyone's accepted, and it makes it thoroughly enjoyable to be a part of.
That's great to hear. Speaking of the fans and being inclusive of the fans, we put it out to the Fisher fans online to get their questions into you. In the interest of time, I've only picked one of them. Ben would like to know, what is your favourite type of cheese?
I've been thinking about this. It's a very important question. I think halloumi is a good shout, always a good one, and then a Christmassy vibe with the cheddar and cranberry, something like that, with a few biscuits on Christmas Eve or something. Not this year, because we've got a Boxing Day game, but yeah, if I say that I'll get in trouble, but yeah, save it for the day after the game. But yeah,
asking Sam Fitzgerald the hard questions here for the Fisher film crew. Sam, thank you very much, and good luck for the rest of the day.
Thanks for having me on.
Cheers.